What is up guys, it's your boy Solam here, back with another Classic WoW video for the Fresh Classic WoW servers. Now today we're talking about gold making on the Fresh Classic WoW servers, and this is going to be a video that is being uploaded quite a bit after the launch of these servers, and I just want to highlight, for a lot of you guys might not be level 60, which I mean at the moment only speedrunners will be level 60 really, and a lot of people will be way less than level 60, and I kind of want to highlight in this video that you can make a lot of gold, even if you're not level 60. If you're level 25 right now, if you're level 30 right now, 35, 40, you can make a lot of gold in those levels, and you can even make up to the same amount that a level 60 is actually making while being lower level. So in this video, I'll be highlighting a couple of ways that you can make gold as a lower level character, and maybe you're starting now as well, where you are just jumping into these fresh servers, and I always get this question: is it too late to start? The answer is no, you are barely behind anything. These servers are a few days old, about a week old now, and you can still make a bunch of gold on these servers. Now let's just get right into exactly how. So we're going to start this off with number one, which is literally to learn fishing. When it comes to fishing, you can make a lot of gold with fishing, and you can start doing this at level 20. The spot that is being highlighted here is the Nightfin Soup and Raw Nightfin Snapper. Now for the fishing aspect here, you're fishing in Moonglade for raw Nightfin Snappers. Now Moonglade is quite a high level zone, but you can fish here at level 20. Being level 20, you unlock the fishing skill required to get raw Nightfin Snappers by applying, for example, bright baubles and aqua dynamic fish attractors to your fishing rod, and when you have this, you can literally start fishing. Now I want to say, if you are using this method, raw Nightfin Snappers are a lot easier to catch, and you find them more during night time. So you can find them in the evening, in the morning, and at the night time. They have double the drop rate at night time, and during the day you get something else. So you can't fish them in the regular daytime, but night time, morning and evening time. This is legitimately a gold farm I did back in 2020, and I made 45 gold per hour doing this gold farm as a level 20 character, which is like close to level 60s, and it's the amount of gold you would make as a level 60 if you're a mage AoE farming Sulfuric, for example. They made between 40 and 60 gold per hour doing that back then, and I made 45 as a level 20 fishing in Moonglade. Now I also want to give you some tips on how to get to Moonglade if you are doing a strategy. So for that part, you can literally, if you are a level 20 character, walking through Fellwood will be a death trap, and you will have to death run. But if you want to save yourself some time, especially as an alliance character, but I believe even as a horde you would save time from this, you can go to Darkshore, go all the way north, and then follow the shore, and follow the water line over here, and when you get to around where I'm marking right now on the map, or go to Moonglade, wait until the zone tells you that you are in Moonglade, and then drown, and when you respawn you will be at the graveyard in Moonglade. So once again, literally, you go to Darkshore all the way north, you start swimming, and follow the shore as closely as you can, and when the zone up here, where it says Merchant Coast for me right now, when that changes to Moonglade, or it tells you in the middle of your screen that you're in Moonglade, then you can drown, and you will respawn in Moonglade. And doing that, I got myself to level, like at level 20, I went to Moonglade without going through Fellwood. Now fishing is absolutely incredible for anyone who is around the level 20 to 35 level range, or anyone who's brand new to these fresh servers and returning to, well, starting out now. You also have this location right here, which is in Tanaris, where you're fishing for firefin snappers, which is used in fire oils, which is further used in these two elixirs and potions. You can also get stone scale eel and stone scale oil. Now when it comes to fishing, I have mentioned this in a couple of different videos over the last 2 weeks, where fishing in Tanaris is very interesting because you have two options here. You can either stand still and do open world fishing, which is like very viable by the way. You get oily blackmouth, you get the firefin snappers, stone scale eel and just about everything by doing open world fishing. Option number 2 is run up and down the shore here and look for pools, and when you find pools you can get wreckages in those pools, giving you high level greens. So for example, you can literally go to Tanaris and start fishing in those pools at level 20, assuming you have maxed out the fishing skill you can get at level 20, and have the best consumables to get fishing skill, so for example Aqua Dynamic Fish Attractor. That means, at launch for example, you can go here on a level 20 character and fish up level 40 greens. They usually vendor for 2 to 3 gold each, and you can then get yourself a very good head start on the actual servers. And if you are joining late as well, once again you can still do the same strategy. You can go here at level 20 and fish up from the wreckages. You can get floating wreckages and get greens worth a lot of gold. The wreckages can also contain potions for example, and a bunch of good items. So this spot right here is absolutely incredible. I really like this place, and just fishing is really fun. Well, if you like fishing, of course. So number 1, like once again, stand still at roughly the red circle, and number 2, move up and down the coast and look for pools. Another point is, the mobs around this place, like you're in the level 45 zone, the mobs are neutral. So you can go here on a level 20 character, and you will not die, because the mobs simply won't pull. The turtles that are on the shore are all neutral to both Horde and Alliance, so they will not aggro to you. The only thing is, if you are level 20, you will die quite a few times on the way to this place, but once you're here, you are good. Now, one more thing for fishing, and this one is kind of level 35 plus, is fishing for Essence of Water in Ashara. Now, that being said, Ashara is a really high level zone. The mobs here are level 50 plus, but you can start fishing here at level 35. You just want to get to level 35, get the best fishing rod that you can, max out your fishing skill, and then also get Aqua Dynamic Fish Attractors. Now, when it comes to fishing for Essence of Water, you will be looking for pools, and on the map right now you can see small yellow dots which highlight where those pools are. So literally, you'll be running around and look for those pools. Now, if you are level 35, you will encounter enemies, so I would say park yourself in a location with as many pools as possible in one dense area, and that way you can just log on, look for pools, and if any of the pools are up, you are good, and if they're not, just log out and wait again. Alternatively, layer jump, so you can even log out on one pool where you're safe and check that pool on layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, and so on, right? Now, one more thing I want to talk about when it comes to making gold early is that you can start picking up Enchanting at level 5. You want to be level 5 to pick up professions, right? And you can pick up Enchanting on a level 5 alt character, and then you can send BOEs from your level 60 or your level 45, whatever level you are, you can send BOEs to the level 5 and disenchant them. Typically, in Classic WoW, the BOEs will not have a skill requirement to disenchant them, so you can literally disenchant everything when you have one skill. So having a level 5 disenchanting character, I mean, just make a bank character, level the bank character to level 5, pick up enchanting on that character, and you are good to go. And to further that advice right now, you can download an add-on called Enchantrix, for example, which tells you what that item is likely to disenchant into, and using this you can actually figure out the value of certain items as well on the auction house. So you can buy greens on the auction house, and if you can disenchant them for more gold than they are currently listed for, you can flip them. So you buy green, send it to your level 50, level 5 alt, disenchant, and sell the enchanting materials, and you can shuffle that way. And I'm gonna tell you right now, in Classic WoW, I made a bunch of gold doing that exact thing, just buying greens on the auction house as cheap as you can, and selling the enchanting materials from it. Now, apart from that, the next advice here would be to pick up skinning and a second gathering profession while you're leveling, because even if you want to have a crafting profession, just gather as much as you can while leveling, and then send whatever materials you get to an alt. Imagine you want to have, for example, leatherworking on your main and tailoring on your main. You can then start off by having skinning plus herbalism, and then just send all the cloth you get to your bank, and when you get to level 60, you can use the cloth to skill up tailoring. And you can, like, for example, you can pick up skinning while you're leveling, and herbalism while you're leveling, you can abandon both of them at some point at level 60 and pick up tailoring plus leatherworking because those were your initial professions, right? You can now pick up those, and while you are leveling you will have sent all the leather you got to an alt, all the herbs you got to an alt, and all the cloth you got to an alt. Now at level 60 you will pick up tailoring and leatherworking, send the leather back, send the cloth back, and skill up your crafting professions. The point is, gathering professions will simply help you make more gold while you're leveling. Skinning, for example, paid for almost half of my level 40 mount on my hunter. Just grinding mobs having skinning, and just skinning everything I saw and selling the leather. I didn't even put it on the auction house, I just straight up vendored everything, and it paid for like 40 or 50% off my level 40 mount. Now, I'm gonna end the video right there, but I also want to say that if you want to have access to more gold farms, more gold making strategies, and so on, then check out either my gold making guide for Classic WoW, or my Patreon, both of which are linked down below in the pinned comment. To talk about the guide real quick, this is a guide for both gold farming, gold making, and investing and stuff like that, basically everything about gold in Classic WoW in one place, so you get access to a bunch of gold farms you can do either while you're leveling or at max level, or items you want to invest into that can make you insane return on your investments. Like for example, I put 1,000 gold into investments back in 2019, and I sold them all and got 10,000 gold back. I basically printed 9,000 gold for free, and in that guide I teach you how, and when you buy the guide you also get access to a gold making Discord community where we have a bunch more gold making content that you can also check out. So check it out, link down below to both my Patreon and that gold making guide. So if you do, thank you so much, it really means a lot to me. And that's basically it for today though, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully these tips and tricks do help you make some gold on these fresh Classic WoW servers. I'm also streaming a bunch of my journey live on Twitch and some of it on YouTube as well, so chances are I might be live now, so come by and say hello, and let me know how your adventure has been so far. Either way, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.